Welcome to the Bearded Touchline, the show where football isn't just talked about, it's lived. Every episode, we bring you up the stories, debates, and passion that makes the beautiful game what it is. And today, it's all about FC Barcelona. To help me dive into it, I've got a very special guest. He's not your average Q-lit. He's the only Bojan Krkić fan I know. And for him, Tiki-Taka isn't a tactic, it's a lifestyle. Please welcome my friend Sujoy Amanna.
I'm your cousin, dude.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, you are my cousin, you are my brother. But let's skip that and let's just skip that. Perfect. So, Sujoy,
Great to be here. So
absolutely.
glad we're finally doing this.
Absolutely. I mean, you feel privileged. I can feel how privileged you feel about it. But thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me. It's going to be about FC Barcelona. I know you've been a Barca fan
Right.
for over a decade now, right? You've seen the Decos, you've seen the Ronaldinos, to the to Yamil Lamal right now, right? So I just want to actually dive into FC Barcelona season first. And my first question would be to you, Sujoy. Last season when Barca signed Flick, did you ever imagine the guy would win the La Liga in his first season? And that being said, what are you expecting out of him this season?
So I think I did expect him to just get the ball rolling immediately when he came in because even if Flick didn't come in and Xavi didn't get sacked, I was expecting Xavi to do well
Hmm.
that season because uh, when Xavi came in, he won the league, and then he had, I think the second one was not going so well for him.
Exactly.
But I think the players that had come in, he would have also done a good job. Of course, Flick took it to another level.
Hmm.
But
True.
yeah, and also people are not expecting Flick to do that well, but he did a great job. And obviously, last season was like one of the best. We should have done much better in the Champions League also.
True.
But the domestic treble also was a fantastic achievement, especially considering that we don't have uh, a versatile, young striker
Hmm.
for now. But our defense was sorted, but that's a worry about this season because if you know we've sold our the best defender that we
Absolutely.
had.
True.
So and we had no replacements. So that's
Makes
not
sense.
what you would expect from a club that has just won
True,
three
true, true.
trophies.
Absolutely. But that being said, do you think this season, with Madrid also, having a good transfer window, they bought in Trent, do you think they're your only competition, or do you think Barcelona again will run with the trophy this year again?
See, when Barcelona is having a good season, then whatever the competitors are doing, it doesn't make a difference, honestly. Because see, when we were on a roll, Madrid signed Mbappe and all that, and nothing makes a difference. I mean, I know Madrid didn't have a good season, but even if with their strong squads,
Mhm.
uh, I don't think they were able to compete with the players that we had. But the problem over here is now this season, I think Madrid, yeah, they've signed Trent and all that, but it's not that much
A
of a
difference
very
that
different
makes
squad
sense.
that we'll see from last season. But the problem over here is now we have become weaker and
Mhm.
not gotten any considerable reinforcements except for the goalkeeper that we have.
Makes sense.
We didn't get a
Haven't
striker.
really
We've
strengthened your
lost.
squad. You did mention that you do not have a young striker, and I will actually come to that in a bit. We will talk about Lewandowski. But talking about one young guy who is going to be a household name, I don't think if he's already a household name, Lamine Yamal, man. I mean, do you think
Yeah.
he's the post-Messi torchbearer at just 17? He is killing it in world
Yeah.
football. Do you think he is the next Messi for FC Barcelona?
There is no next Messi, first of all. Uh, but I think he's already become a household name, not
Mhm.
just club level. I think he's performed on an international level also. There, he's done so well with
For
Spain
Spain.
at
Absolutely.
the Euros. So I think he's already become a household name. The Messi comparisons, I just don't. Uh,
You don't
just
buy into that?
nah, very different. Messi was just a different,
Hmm.
incomparable player, both on pitch and off pitch. You see Yamal,
True.
when you see off pitch
He buying
live.
midgets. Yeah, the midget, the birthday scene,
That's
the midget, and the women involved. I mean, as a Barca fan, no, I'm glad you brought that up. But as a Barca fan, does that concern you for an 18-year-old kid to hire midgets and women for his birthday? Do you think that's something that is appreciated by Hansi, Mr. Flick?
look. So there are two things over here. One is what he's doing. I don't
Hmm.
think that it should be so dramatized and be criticized so much in the media. I mean, it's just
Okay,
what people with money do. There's nothing.
makes
I don't.
sense.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with it.
Hmm.
But personally, if you ask me, I have been a fan of the subtle players like Messi and Iniesta and Xavi, who are, the humbleness was a very big part of the La Masia when that generation.
True, true.
So I don't like it, the extravagant side of his life.
Hmm.
But as long as he's performing on the pitch, then I have no problems at all.
Doesn't hurt you at all. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he may not be another Messi, but if he can
Hmm.
keep the trophies coming, then he's backing up his stock, and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a fan really needs, as long as he's bagging in trophies. I mean, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So coming back to my next question, Sujoy, before I even go ahead with the question I have lined up on my notepad, one question for you. As a diehard Boyan fan that I only know, who the hell is Boyan's agent? I mean, that guy, no matter how bad he is, always tends to find a club from Stoke City to, I think, even Ajax to Barcelona again. Who is his agent, man? Like, how does he manage to do that as a
He
player?
deserved all those moves. He did well at, I think he did well at Barca.
Okay,
He did well at uh, Milan. He went from
Milan.
Roma then to Milan. He
Yeah,
got the Milan move because of what he was doing at Roma.
absolutely. I
At
mean, one of the
Ajax,
best players, right, according to you. I mean, no sarcasm
one of the
involved
best,
in
but
this at all.
no, I think he would have had a very different career path. He's one of the best number nines I've seen. The
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
potentially one of the best number nines. Ajax, he was injured. He became a Stoke City
Legend?
fan
Use the
favorite.
word. No, use the word, bro. Use the word. Was he a Stoke City legend, according to you?
Fan favorite. I'm not saying legend, but I'm saying he was, when he was there,
Mm-hmm.
fans were thrilled with him.
Okay, okay. And I think you were the
And
guy who actually triple captained him on the fantasy league, right?
yes, and I don't think I regret that because he scored against United, he scored against Chelsea, he scored
Mm-hmm.
one of the
I mean, I
one of
doubt he
the
scored
goals
against
of the
Chelsea, but
season
I'm going to
against
buy
Tottenham.
that for you. I'm going to buy that from you right now. But again,
He
talking about
did
Boyan,
score, dude, and
he did.
and Mourinho was managing Chelsea at the time,
Oh
and
shit! I just can't remember Boyan scoring against us. Did he even play for Stoke? Like, did he get game time? To be honest.
that's what I'm saying. He did, and at the time, Stoke had some great players. It's not that he was in a team of unknowns. There was Arnautovic, there was
Ah, okay.
Shaqiri, Peter Crouch,
Ah, okay. I mean,
Charlie Adam. I
mhm.
think Ryan Chopra was all there. So they had a good team.
I mean, Boyan Krkić. If you ever tend to land upon this podcast, I present to you your only fanboy, Sujoy Amanna. But okay, jokes aside, Boyan as a player, to right now, I think he's one of the technical directors at Barca alongside Deco. I don't know exactly
Yeah.
what his role is. I think both of them are actually doing a pretty good job given the fact that they do not have the finances to actually go and spend in any transfer window.
Mm.
So, do you believe in the transfer strategy that Barca have? Like sign players and then not really confident of registering them?
That's see the strategy, the signings that they're making is all Flick approved. So
Okay.
whatever players that they want the moves that they've made have been good. Uh,
Mhm.
the keeper that we've got, he's already saved us points in
True.
just the start
True.
of the season. And the remaining signings we failed on Nico Williams.
Nico Williams.
Yeah,
If
so that
I'm going to cut you there, like
yeah,
if given a chance of re-signing Nico Williams next summer, would you take him?
yes, 100%.
Ah,
Because
okay.
uh, the Rashford loan may work out, may not work out, but
Mhm.
you need to understand that was always a second option.
True, true,
That
true,
was not what
true.
we were aiming for. And
Even
again,
Luis
our
Diaz was a name mentioned by Deco, right? Many times
yeah,
that he
Luis
wanted
Diaz
to try
also
getting.
was a name. But the first preference was always Nico Williams. I think they understood that their registration problems are not going to go away, so we just
Settled
gone
with
for a
Rashford.
loan deal for now. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, but let's
I
see how
mean,
it goes. If next season things, but see, that's the worrying thing because we've come off a season where we won three trophies, and we still are
yes,
facing financial or these registration issues. Imagine if
true.
this season we don't do well. How would
Mhm.
that impact our next season?
Makes sense. Absolutely. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, what you did mention. And my next question again, you did mention that Barca don't have a young forward up front. Now, Robert Lewandowski, all right, any given time, I would take him into the Chelsea squad, to be honest. Not right now, maybe, but 3, 4 seasons back. He is currently your number nine, but age is not on his side. What are you expecting from Barca in the near future? Do you see, snapping a younger striker, or what? Or do you still want to go ahead with Lewandowski for a few seasons?
I wanted them to sign a striker last season because I
Mhm.
knew Lewandowski. Well, he did well, no doubt. His numbers are great, but this is the same problem that we had with Suarez a couple of years back, where you see his 2016, 2017, 2018 numbers. The numbers are there, but when you actually see the games, he's not a key player for us anymore. He's in crucial moments, he's missing the chances that he needs to convert,
Mhm.
and the lesser important moments there he'll score, but that doesn't really make a difference because we lose the the season's success or failure is defined in the final third. And
Absolutely.
if
Makes sense.
that is where he's missing the key chances, that's where we lost. That was
A
a big
lot of
problem with Suarez that we didn't
goals.
replace him on time. Same thing
Mhm.
I see happening with Lewandowski, where we're not having a proper replacement ready.
But I mean, given the fact, I'm so happy you mentioned Suarez. He was one of the most lethal strikers for you guys. I mean, the MSN era.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy is upgraded, right? From biting to now spitting on players. I mean, that makes you. I'm sure that makes you really proud, right? I mean,
And
what's up with Suarez, dude? I mean, is there anything the guy cannot do, from biting Brana's arm to spitting recently on one of the games in for Inter Miami? I mean, what's
I
your
don't
take
want
on
to
that?
comment on what recently happened that MLS final. But when he was at Barca, there was uh
Antics.
none of these antics going on. He was a straight fire player for us. Uh,
Absolutely. Makes
he
sense.
just dropped off. It just age caught up with him, and he couldn't keep up with the
It's
fitness
caught
levels
up
of.
with him. That's such a good way of, letting Suarez know that guy is getting old. He needs to hang up his boots. But a very important question.
That was a big problem because he was not. His fitness levels were a
Yeah.
big issue at Barca. I mean, I don't mind like Lewandowski for today. He's fit.
Mhm.
Messi would have gone on. Messi, I would take him today into the
My
squad.
next question, dude. If Messi has to say, I do not have a contract anymore, would you see him back at the Camp Nou?
100%. 100%. I mean, Messi, you don't pass up on a player like Messi because you see him, he's what, I think 38 now. And
38 somewhat. Is this his
yeah,
last World Cup,
he,
though? Do you think next year would be his last World Cup?
yeah, I think it would be his last World Cup. I've not seen any attacking player at
Hmm.
42 being at a World Cup. So
I mean, that makes sense. But do you think Argentina are going to retain the World Cup? Do you think that's something Messi could be the perfect farewell for him?
I hope so. I hope so. Anyways, I think he left Europe too soon.
True. Again, that talks about Barca's financial stability that wasn't there. They had to let him go, mostly because of his high wage. But yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, as a neutral, I really hope Barca does sign Messi back. Would be the perfect farewell at Camp Nou. But my last question would be to Joy. The Champions League ambitions for Barca this season. What do you think? Do you think you guys can win it? How far do you think? I mean, we see each other in the Champions League this season, so like you did mention, Chelsea have been Barca's kryptonite. The most
Yeah.
infamous picture of the entire Barca team in the dressing room with their heads down after the game against Chelsea when we knocked them out, the famous Torres goal. Do you think that Barca have a chance to win this year's Champions League?
Of course, like you say, yeah, like you're saying that picture, the fact that they were so upset is because that these players play a beautiful, beautiful form of football that no other club plays.
True,
And
I
when a club like
completely agree.
Chelsea comes in with their haram ball, just ping, 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 10
I
players
don't
inside their
think,
box,
dude. Listen,
Torres
listen.
waiting over there.
Club World Champions. Remember, put respect in that name, my friend. Put respect in that name. We won the Club World Cup. Period. All right. It's a
Uh,
transition. I understand when we played your last, we were down to 10 men, the Torres goal, all that happened, but it's a very different game style this club plays now under Maresca. But again, I'm going to give this again to you. Do you think you guys can win
I've not seen much of Maresca now. I
Chelsea?
don't know how the kind of football you all play.
It's a kind of football that we win the Club World Cup with, my friends. So I think that should say enough. But again, Champions League this season, yes or no? Do you think you'll have it?
No, 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 no. If with the last season squad we couldn't do it, I think this season we have a much tougher road
Mhm.
because of the squad that we are left with. The squad's still fine, but we are defensive. We lost a key defensive player that we had, letting in too many goals, even in the recent
True.
games. And attackers, I don't know uh, fitness levels of Lewandowski, how Rashford is going to
Set into the team.
set
Makes
into the
sense.
team. Is he going to start? I don't even know. If he
Also,
doesn't
it's
do well
not
throughout the season
automatic
midway,
name. Okay.
sorry,
So you mean to say Rashford is not going to be a starting 11 player? Do you think that's something that Flick is considering?
Flick can do it because if he's not performing
Mhm.
midway, I think Flick is going to push Rafinha on the other side, Yamal on the right, and he'll go with Lewandowski in the middle. Only if
Wow.
Rashford clicks, then that is where he'll bring in Rafinha into maybe a number 10 role or something. But that remains to be seen.
Seen. Makes sense. And I mean, given the fact that Yamal has taken all the spotlight at Barca recently, where does this put Javi and Pedri? I mean, are they being shadowed right now? Do you think that they are not getting the importance they were getting? How important is Pedri and Javi to Barca?
Pedri and Gavi, I would say Pedri is um, untouchable. You cannot be
Mhm.
selling or even considering a move for Pedri right now because I think he's the best midfielder in the world.
In the world.
Yeah, in the
Are you
world
sure? So if I have
as
to
of
get a
today.
Madrid fan and put Bellingham alongside that name, do you think you guys can actually go on a debate?
I mean, I think I would pick Pedri over Bellingham. I would pick Pedri over any
Mhm.
midfielder.
Okay. But coming, that being
Coming to
said,
Bellingham and Gavi, that I'm not sure. That I'm not very sure. I
but
would,
again, Gavi had a lot of injuries, right? So I think we need to be fair to the guy that he's just
yeah.
coming back of a
I'm just saying,
terrible injury.
as per what the players have performed as of this date, Gavi, of course, he's been injured and he needs time. But the things that the players have done as of today, I think
Mhm.
Pedri is clear of both Gavi and Bellingham.
Okay, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, the Pedri is one player that I actually hope he would snap up at Chelsea, but anyways, I do not see that happening because you guys have some.
You would know how
Uh,
to use him.
we would trust me. The gameplay that Chelsea are playing right now, like I did mention, and you all give me so much of flack for this, man. When I say Chelsea is going to make it a top four, I even once said it on the chat that Chelsea
Hey,
will
this is what I'm looking for. You just keep asking us questions. We need to hear your ideas of
absolutely.
uh,
Yes, yes,
What do you
yes.
see Chelsea
That
doing?
day, that day will come. I am waiting for the day when the roles are reversed, where you're the host, and I go on a on a spree of how good Chelsea are, how they're going to finish above Arsenal as well. And trust me, the day is not that day isn't far. But my
So,
last
do you think
question
that's
to you,
coming this
sir.
season?
Sorry.
Do you think you're going to see that day in this season?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm then going to call my friend and our beloved brother Joey Winston on the podcast. Before that,
So
when
you think
Chelsea,
who's going to win the league for you? Who's going to snatch
for
up?
me, I think Liverpool have bought it with Isak, man. I mean, to be
Okay,
honest, the Isak,
fair.
they bought it.
And
City
who do you
look
see in
very.
second position?
Um, I'm going to say
Go
it
ahead,
could be,
man.
I'll say it.
Just unhinged.
It's, it'll be City. As much as I'm
Okay.
scared to say Chelsea, I'm going to play safe, say City. It's going to be Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Number three. What?
Chelsea. Number three is
Liverpool,
Chelsea.
Liverpool
Liverpool,
City.
City, Chelsea, Arsenal. Yes, and I know somewhere right now, Joey is getting hiccups, and I'm sure we'll get Joey on the session on the podcast as well very soon. But that being said, Joy, for the fun segment today, I want you to give me the obvious: play one, sell one, and bench
Hmm.
one between Yamal, Pedri, and Yavi.
Um, Play. What is it? Play, sell, and loan.
Play, sell, and bench.
Play, sell, bench. Okay. Play Yamal,
Okay,
bench Pedri, and loan
and
Gavi.
sell. You can't twist the questions, my friend. You're going to sell
Sell.
Yavi.
Okay, yeah, sell. Okay, sell Gavi then. Sell Gavi.
Yavi. Okay, makes sense. And I mean, given the fact that you're a fanboy for Bojan Krkić, do you think if Bojan was a player right now, he would break into this Barca team? Do you think that would have been a possibility?
You think is Barca the Barca version of Boyan that you're talking about?
Yes.
Huh? Dude, the Barca in his Barca days, today he'll have to replace an aging Lewandowski. In his Barca days, he put Ibrahimovic, Henry, and an informed Pedro. They were all on the bench when he was starting.
Mhm. Maybe for a League Two game that they were not supposed to play, I guess that's when Boyan actually started.
No, dude, he was
So
starting. He was starting games. I'm telling you. Ibrahimovic was on the bench. Of course, that was because of his and Pep Guardiola's issues.
exactly.
But the fact that Boyan started and these guys were on the bench, the man
Says a
had
lot, right?
quality.
For him only
Yeah.
to be sold to Roma and Stoke and or entire Europe had him. He was passed around like a I don't want to say it,
That's
but
that's
yeah,
a that's a problem actually with so many Barca players. When you see, they are doing so well at Barca, they will not do as good of a job in another club.
Mhm.
For
That's because
example,
the
I
La
don't know if you know about
Masia
this player.
is built. Is it the La Masia, right? If I'm not mistaken, is the
Yeah,
youth academy for Barca. I mean, you guys just produce players like every single season. I mean, another player that actually was
exactly. You
supposed to break
don't.
the ranks was Ansu Fati. What happened to him? One injury and he's out. Do you think he was the Yamal
Yeah,
of
that
that
was
season?
sad. Uh no, I don't think he ever reached the ceiling at which Yamal is performing right now.
Mhm.
But he was a very exciting prospect. I think this the same path as Boyan.
No, because I
He's one on
remember,
a worse path, I think.
when I got on the group chat once, I think 2 seasons back, you and Stefan were all hyped about Ansu Fati saying, I think we got our next Messi, this and that. And all of a sudden, he has a huge injury and he just couldn't come back to the form that he was in. So that is disappointing, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, that is sad. He was performing well, but again, he was never doing the stuff that Yamal is doing. What Yamal is doing
true.
is, wow, I have never seen that happen.
Mhm.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Ansu Fati was just an informed player who was doing very well, and with injuries, things just didn't work out. But
makes sense.
he was never Yamal level. He was just
Mhm.
at a very good level, who could have stayed
I
for a
mean,
very long time if not for the injuries.
Perfect. I mean, talking about beautiful football, you have your own football channel on YouTube that you just started off. How you play the beautiful game, the
Yeah,
goals, the golazos you spoke. So, guys, honestly, that is entertaining. I'm actually going to put your channel in the description below. I want you guys to comment on what you
please
think.
do.
Is Sujoy the next Yamal for Mumbai? But
I just put
again,
one video, but I'll put more every week, and let's see how that
yes.
goes.
Keep it coming because we love the banter. We love how you dribble up amongst fridges, and it makes you happy. It makes the brothers happy, and I want to actually have it for our entire audience to look at your amazing game. But
Dude, you will be the
that's a
friend
wrap.
if you come and play. When are you coming?
I will come, nutmeg you, score a goal, and then you'll keep denying that it never happened. But we'll have that recorded, and I'm happy to recording your games because I'm so
Yeah,
happy the
yeah.
day I
Now we'll
nutmeg you
all
to
have
join and score a goal.
recording, so you won't be able to tell your long tales.
Absolutely. I mean, let's see. Soon. I will make my way to Mumbai and score a golazo against you. But ladies and gentlemen, until next
Right.
time, keep your boots laced, your debates fiery, and as Sujoy would say, live life the Tiki-Taka way, and also keep the beard sharp. See you next week.